Boom shakalaka. What is going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and it is Thursday in August of 2018, and welcome to another episode. Today we are talking about Bitcoin ETNs, almost as good as Bitcoin ETFs. Also, the shorts got squeezed and potentially could be getting squeezed for the next couple days. And is Ripple the new Neo? We will answer all of those questions for you today. But before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone subscribing. Thank you to everyone mashing on the like button. And guys, if you want to win one of these shirts, make sure you comment on this video and every other video to enter for your chance to win. And pause the video, read the disclaimer. Not an expert, not telling you what to do with your money. Don't be a retard. Now. What is up, everybody? Rolling in here. Today, market cap right now kind of sitting around where it was yesterday. Not much of a change. A little downtrend from yesterday, but overall not much. Market cap at $208 billion. Bitcoin dominance 53.2%, coming down from all-time highs of like 54 or 55%. Today, the big gainers, VeChain and Lisk up huge, 23 and 30%. Ontology up also, so the big projects are coming back. But my goodness, I mean, if you take a look at things, it's not the end of the world. I mean, price dropped below $6,000 for a minute and then popped back up. Biggest volume in Bitcoin and Tether, followed by Ethereum, EOS, and ETH Classic. Now, if we take a look at things, this is what's been going on. We were in a descending tract. Boom, broke out of that descending tract. Now we're just sitting in this little, like, what do they call that? Between heaven and hell? Purgatory. We're sitting in a little purgatory zone before we either take off to the moon again or fall down even lower. But I'm keeping an eye on this MACD, where I trade back and forth between between stable tokens and Bitcoin, and it seems to be doing pretty well. Each time I get a little bit as Bitcoin goes up, and then I just hedge my bets as Bitcoin goes back down. And it just keeps going up and down and up and down and up and down. But the big reason for these price jumps yesterday were the shorts getting squeezed. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But the biggest news by far today, U.S. investors can now buy Bitcoin through their retirement and brokerage accounts. That's right. The product is called Bitcoin Tracker One, which is issued by the Swedish company XBP Provider, a subsidiary of UK-based Global Advisors Limited. It's not an ETF, exchange-traded fund, but it is an ETN, exchange-traded note. Now, this non-U.S. security is available as an F-share quoted in USD and traded on NASDAQ Stockholm Exchange. That makes it more accessible to U.S. retirement and brokerage accounts, meaning that people can actually buy Bitcoin in their accounts, meaning that institutional money we've been waiting for can potentially come in. Potentially. Now, given the current climate on the regulatory front, I feel like this dude has a mustache and is no fun. Given the current climate on the regulatory front in the U.S., this is a big win for Bitcoin. Indeed it is. However, one of the Redditor asked, is this the one that's been running for 2 years already? Because there have been ETNs around for a while. And someone said yes, but now it's listed on OTC markets additionally, making it more available for people to buy larger amounts without ridiculously affecting the price. However, guys, I think there's confusion with the OTC markets. So, like, yes, on OTC markets, people can buy large amounts without affecting the price. But ultimately, that does affect the price. It just doesn't affect the price when they buy it. Because when you buy something on an exchange, it affects the price instantaneously. However, when you buy something OTC and hold it, that takes Bitcoin out of circulation. Thinking about simple economics, supply and demand, that decreases the supply. So when demand increases, price will increase exponentially. Now, Bitcoin is set to rally after futures expiration, says Brian Kelly. He talks about this is what happens to Bitcoin. Now, yesterday, the Bitcoin futures settlement was 4 p.m. Eastern time. So after that, we saw some prices going up. But this is what happens to Bitcoin pre and post expiration. Prior to expiration, on average in 2018, you see Bitcoin down almost 7%. And then expiration comes, and over the next 6 days, you see an increase of about 6%. And that's happened basically on average each of the expirations. So same thing happens, boom, 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 boom. Futures, manipulating Bitcoin price yet again. Now, the question to end all questions. Is Ripple the next Neo? Will XRP become the next Neo? Oh my gosh, could it be? So apparently China is still a target for Ripple. Light is alleged to have told CNBC. And Chinese authorities don't make it easy for projects like this to materialize. Moreover, as a crypto company, Ripple will see an awful lot of resistance from the government because it's a security, because it's a scam, because of all that stuff. But with China's blanket ban over trading cryptocurrencies, it's unlikely that Ripple will be pushing adoption with their X-Rapid technology. They're more likely to pitch X-Current, their interbank messaging solution based on RippleNet. Now notice, none of these solutions that they pitch anybody actually use XRP. Okay, nobody's using XRP. XRP is a token that's just manipulated by Ripple. All of these things are protocols that can be used to transfer money. Really not much different than Swift, except they're just faster. But they don't use XRP. I don't get how people don't get that. XRP is just not used. But somehow people think that they're buying a part of Ripple by buying XRP. It's just pumped and dumped by the company. However, further news, MercuryFX will be testing payments into China and Mexico with Ripple. So they're going to be doing that stuff. They're testing it. Coinbase in the news, they're going to pursue decentralized form of identification following acquisition. All right, Burns says Coinbase will work towards a decentralized identity that will let you prove your own identity or that you have a relationship with the Social Security Administration without making a copy of that identity. That helps with identity stuff. Guys, I can tell you, I've been on Telegram for what, don't even know, but it just sucks because there's no identity. And anybody can be anybody, and it's just ridiculous. And yeah, that's great for keeping things anonymous, but maybe people don't want to be anonymous. And same thing's happening with Twitter, where we have all these imposters and stuff. So these identity solutions that'll help link identities for when people want their identity linked, that would be very helpful. By the way, I did start a Telegram group down in the description. There is going to be an opportunity within the next few days for you guys to earn up to a Bitcoin. It's not actually a Bitcoin, it's something worth a Bitcoin, but that's like what, $6,500. You could get that for doing a little bit of work that's kind of free. So if you want to find out more information about that, you'll probably want to join the Telegram group. Plus you can just heckle me all day in there. Pretty fun. Notes from the Brink, reasons behind the crypto bear market. So they talk about a couple things behind the bear market. And you know what? I always find it amazing when I agree with Roger Ver. I always find it amazing because he's like an absolute lunatic. But when I do agree with him, guys, he's like, I'm not sure what crash you're talking about. Bitcoin's up 58% for the last year and 1,048% for the last 2 years. That feels like the opposite of a crash to me. I agree with him. But, for people who got in November, December at the all-time highs, yes, it feels like a crash. So, there are reasons for the bear market. One, are U.S. regulators dithering over Bitcoin ETF approval? Bing, 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 just flicking their little dinghy in the wind. So that's one reason. I really don't think that's much of it because who cares? Number two, ICO sell-off. Developers are liquidating funds raised through token sales. I think this is a big portion of it, okay? ICOs raised a lot of money over the past year. A lot. And now they're cashing it all in because they realize the market's slowing down. They need the money. So they're just selling off a shitload. EOS being the number one, they've sold over $1 billion of Ethereum, which definitely hasn't helped the Ethereum price recently. So all of those things. And then, what do they have last? To conquer fear is the beginning of witness. Everybody's afraid. Everybody's fudding all over the place. Like if FUD looked like poop, we would just be covered in poop. Okay? So everybody's fudding all over to conquer fear because basically, listen, Bitcoin is a protocol that's going to change the world. Change the world. Talking about protocols that are going to change the world, I have an interview coming up at 5 today about a new internet protocol that could potentially change the world. It could be pretty cool. So check that one out. But yeah, all of that stuff. And then the abdominal futures interaction argument. Yes, futures are messing up cryptocurrencies. Faux shizzle. I mean, you take a look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Messing it all up. So yeah, futures. All of that. Those are all reasons for the bear market. I think the biggest ones are ICOs and futures. That's my thought. So Korea's second largest city wants to become a new crypto capital like Zug in Switzerland. That's true. This month, Okiodon, the mayor of Busan, the second largest city in South Korea, behind Seoul from the country's ruling party, has stated that the regional government of Busan is focused on building the next crypto valley of the world of South Korea, inspired by Zug, Switzerland. He stated that Zug already has more than 2,500 blockchain projects and produced over 11,000 blockchain-related jobs in the past couple of years. Yeah, and South Korea loves cryptocurrencies, so they're probably going to work together. Lastly, guys, short little episode for you all today, y'all. Pantera Capital CEO Dan Moorhead says if Bitcoin is rat poison, the banks, and he goes on to further to say, and credit card companies are the rats. That's true. We all remember, I don't know, Charlie Munger or whoever said that Bitcoin is rat poison, or maybe, yeah, I think it was him. Well, here's the thing. Rat poison kills rats and also dogs who eat it, unfortunately. But so the rats then are the banks and the crypto card companies, the credit card companies, and the more they mess around, the more people go to Bitcoin. So the less faith there is in banks and credit card companies, the more faith there is in Bitcoin, because it's a protocol that's been working for 9 years without issues. Yeah, sure, it gets expensive to send transactions. Yeah, sure, it's somewhat slow, but guess what? They don't fuck you, okay? They don't run off with your money. Things like that. So Bitcoin is more trustworthy. So that's the good news to end this episode today. Now let's give away a shirt, huh? Also, I'm going to a couple things. I'm going to be in Chicago at the Voice of Blockchain Conference. Going to be in Philadelphia at Coinvention. Going to be at World CryptoCon in Vegas. If you want to see me at any of those, links down in the description. Yesterday, 2 episodes. The news episode and the e-music episode. And the winner is number 2, e-music. E-music, music on the blockchain. Aiming to revolutionize the music industry. And they've been around for 20 years. Go figure. So, 53 comments. Who's going to be the winner? Good luck to all of you. Can I speak about Lisk and Cardano? Yes, I like both Lisk and Cardano. And Cardano has the new wallet by Emurgo, Icarus light wallet. Now anybody can make a nice light wallet. Carl Netzler, congratulations. Probably a great use for blockchain. You could be right, Carl. Thank you so much for the comments. You win a shirt. Email me at the email on my About page. I will send you a shirt anywhere in the world. I do apologize to those guys who had issues getting shirts. That was my fault because the emails were not forwarding, and so there were a couple. It's been all cleared up. Everything is right in the world again, okay? Everything's right in the world again. If for some reason you want a shirt and you have not gotten it, email me. I can get those emails now. Very cool. So, congratulations, everybody. And I will catch you guys all later. Have a good one with a nice floating head. And, yeah, peace out.